Hail brothers and sisters, my name is Captain Meatshield and welcome back to Attack on Factorio, where I am admiring our vast system of walls and rails and power lines just going all over the place. This is one hell of a... I'm just really pleased with how this whole thing has just turned out. I forget how long the series has been running, and I forget how much has actually been done, and I don't spend as much time, I'm actually not playing Factorio all that much at all these days. I'm only really playing for these videos, so it's, when I do come back, I have to sit here for a moment and just kind of go, wow, I built all this. There's a lot of stuff. But what do I want to do in particular today? I do need to finish putting some radars around at the top of the tier 3 wall, and I'm considering doing more tier 3 wall stuff, just to try and push towards getting it finished, while we're just kind of waiting for things in Quantum to kind of tick over. We are getting a decent influx of green circuits, and, you know, production of the tier 3 modules is going fairly well. It's not looking too bad. It would be good to get the rest of these machines upgraded so that these can be using modules as well. I might go and do that. I might go and upgrade those, some of those, what are they? The assembling machines for the processing units. I might go and upgrade those first. I think I need to go and pick some up, actually, because I've only got 5 on me. So I should go and grab some more. See where you're going? Okay, that's good. But it would be good to go about getting as much work done on the tier 3 wall as possible. If I can get that finished, then we can just focus... Like, once the walls are done, I might go around to kind of tidy them up a bit and kind of add a little bit more kind of diversity to the way that the way they're structured. I mean, for example, you know, kind of the ones that are built into kind of districts and stuff might kind of swerve and kind of work their way around various different bits of the landscape and stuff. I don't know. I haven't really decided what I'm going to do with regards to that sort of stuff at the moment. But then we can go about just working on the aesthetics of the Citadel. We can go about concreting and flooring, and that would be a good use for getting Stone 1 mined, because that place ain't going anywhere anytime soon. There's more bloody stone there. Oh, I had a full stack on my hotbar. Okay, well now I have more. That's fine. I'm good with having more, I guess. Whoa, okay, hi. We're backed up a bit, aren't we? Ooh, yeah, trains everywhere. And of course, getting more of the roads in place would be good as well. Getting more rail crossings and just kind of improving the, I want to say safety of the Citadel, but we all know that that's not going to last very long. We all know it's just going to be a matter of time before I get myself ploughed into by a train again. I can't remember how many times it's happened in this series, but it's probably more than enough. Okay, let's just upgrade all of these so that we've got increased speed. Oh, I haven't got the squeak through mod, have I? No, I don't. It means I can't get through all those tiny little pipes, or gaps in between the pipes. With squeak through, you can even just run your way through these kinds of pipes that you shouldn't technically be able to, but I guess you could kind of count it as jumping over them or something. Right, let's go and grab all the modules, just all of them, because we want more, regardless. How many? No, I've got quite a lot of the tier 3 ones, which ain't bad. There we go. We've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 10 of the 16 processing unit assemblers have now got their kind of productivity speed upgrades. So an extra 30% productivity on 10 machines with an extra 5% crafting speed. So that should work rather nicely. I'm hoping, anyway. But for now, let's go and grab some more supplies from our two favourite districts, the one that we seem to be seeing the most of these days. We'll pop over to Hollow Point to go and grab some more turrets and walls. And then I'm going to have to head over to IO to go and get some power supply stuff as well. Could maybe grab some more solar panels and accumulators for all of this as well. Which could be good, I guess. Might just leave that for the time being, actually. I'll worry about that when we come around to anything that needs to be done once we've got the tier 3 wall in place. I will just focus on the defensive side of things for now, I think. Right, IO, that's the next stop. I'm doing alright on large power lines and substations, but I'm going to pick up, like, I don't know, let's say, just like half a stack of each, or something. Maybe a full stack of substations, because I'm going to need more of those for doing the wall. And yeah, everything looks like it's going fine here. I have no complaints. We're burning through this copper so damn slowly. Ooh, and we are about to run out of coal in the car. I don't have any on me, so I'm going to stop in somewhere I can get some. I think the box down by Petros should have some. I think that's still got some coal in it. It does. Not much, but it's got some. Get rid of that box now. And I'll pinch, like, the remainder of a stack. So we get a full stack for the car. Eventually, once we get some... Oh, wait. One thing I remember that I needed to do. I need to track down the Erlenmeyer train. Where are you, matey? The research train. That's not it. That would be it. Okay. I need to change up your route. So, I tell you what, let's cancel all of this, and I am going to send you to the train yard? Yes. Go there. I will meet you there, and we will play around with your schedule. Oh, yeah. This is why I built the train yard. Right, manual. Let's turn that off. Okay, so we've got to figure out the best way of doing all of this. So, if we start with Erlenmeyer North, I think you can just go straight across the Citadel. You can go and do Quantum first. Because any leftover stuff that you've got from going to Erlenmeyer, any leftover circuits, can go into processing unit production. That's probably the best way of doing things. So, time passed there, we'll say 30 seconds. Then, I need to remember what stuff you actually need to pick up. Oh shit, you're not... Are you picking coal up from somewhere? Okay, new idea. I think I've got this sorted. Right. I am going to jump on just to drive around. Let's get started with just going to R&D. I think I've got this schedule sorted now. So it's going to pick up all of the circuits in the reverse order. So it will go from Erlenmeyer, where it will pick up all of the science packs, and then we head over to Quantum. Well, we head down to R&D East in order to get the to pick up coal. Then we head up to Quantum North to pick up processing units, and any leftover circuits, red and green, that are still on the train after having been to Erlenmeyer will go into processing unit production, along with various modules. Once we've been up to Quantum, we head down to Nielsen B to go and grab iron. Oh, I haven't put Malachite Junction on this list. Maybe you could do that after Fracture. Go to Malachite Junction West. West is the pickup, isn't it? Yeah. So yeah, down to Nielsen B, then into District 14, into R&D West to drop off science packs. Into Petros for stone bricks. Fracture for batteries and electric engines. Malachite Junction West for copper. Hollow Point for ammunition and gun turrets. Trostra for steel. Refueling for refueling. The scrap heap for regular engines. And to Turing Sands for green circuits. And that's winding down really rather nicely. it's nice to see that these belts are kind of being fairly active. And considering how quickly you're loading up on coal here, I don't think you need to stop here all that long. We'll take that down to about 10 seconds. Yeah, there we go. You clear out all of the additional circuits that you've got. We'll load up with as many blue circuits as possible. Now, Nielsen B is going to need a rejig like Malachite Junction has. Same with Vickersville, probably. We'll eventually rebuild those to match the new smelting layout. Does mean more modules, though. Yeah, I think all of these can kind of maybe come down to about 15 seconds. They don't need to be sitting around for as long as 30. Because they're getting loaded up pretty quickly. The stack inserter bonuses are doing a fantastic job of everything. And we're not really hurting for a lot of the productions that we need at the moment. Plus, the cargo on this train is, like, you know, not really much. It's not a huge amount. So, I think I'll leave it at 30 seconds in Erlenmeyer, but I'll put everything else to 15. Yes, I also need to boost the red circuit production. Because we are slacking a little bit here. I'll come back to fix this once we've swung around on this route. I'll just make sure that this is working fine. I'll probably jump out of Turing Sand so I can go and grab the car. I don't mind that iron is being drained from this carriage, because we've got a dedicated iron train going to Erlenmeyer as well. I've just added an additional weight condition to pretty much every station. Just added an or 5 seconds of inactivity, because, you know, if they're not getting loaded with anything, there's no reason for them to sit in the station. They can just kind of get on with their business. Ah, bugger. I hadn't thought about the coal being pulled off the train. That's going to cock up my military science, isn't it? What am I going to do about that? Because now there is definitely one item that you're not bringing. That's not as bad as not getting circuits. Coal can be dealt with a little more easily, I guess. I'll find a way to fix it. These chests at Malachite Junction are filling up really nicely. It's going fucking amazingly. And final stop, Turing Sands. Please mind the gap. Awesome. Yeah, not fully loaded. There are still some issues with the system, but it's better than it was. So I will take that for all it's worth. Let's just keep an eye on the map, I guess. See how things go when the train pulls in. We have also got a load of miners out over in Erlenmeyer that need to be dealt with. Oh, here come the bots. Good. I was wondering where they all were. All the different colours of circuits. Yeah. Brilliant. We can finally start getting some production and blue science back on the belts. Not much, but it's something, and I think it's the blue science that's holding us up at the moment. Yeah, we've got loads of production science. That chest is nearly full, honestly. It's the blue science that we are struggling with. So that's not bad. And you're already back on, you know, on the rounds to do your second run. So that's great. That really is. Okay, what did I need to do? I needed to go to Quantum to grab some more circuits, or more modules if I can. See if there are any more that have been made. And I will then I'll head down to District 14 to go and upgrade all of the assemblers. And see what we can do as far as improving the red circuit supply. So that is our next big issue. I'm doing fine for speed modules, it's the production ones that are being the pain in the arse. I suppose they are I can't even tell like how I've done all the priorities on this. I think the speed modules are getting priority on all of the stuff that comes through, which is likely causing some issues with my production. Okay, first things first, upgrade the machines. Just get them working quicker. And with all that done, I am going to make a start. I can get 2 of these machines upgraded, so I'm going to do 1 on each side, I guess. I haven't got enough modules to do any more. Not fully anyway, so I'll just leave it at that. But fingers crossed, that should make one hell of an improvement on things, and I will open these up. I will double the capacity on these chests, so that if there is any overflow, we can, or if there is an increase in production, we can account for it, and actually, you know, we actually have the storage for it as well, which would be preferable to having the belts back up, and then when a train comes and clears out the boxes, it just can't keep up with things. So yeah, I think that's going to be fine. I'll come back around with more modules when I can. Okay, so I spent half of my episode, or half of my recording, faffing around with all that nonsense. So I'm just gonna, I don't think I've got time to get anything substantial done on the wall. So I'll leave that for now. What I am gonna do is I'm just gonna kind of run around, clean up any miners that are done. Like, it's nice to see this road getting a little more empty. You are still powering a few, so I can't remove you yet, which is a shame, but we'll manage. We'll deal with things. Oh yeah, there are miners down in R&D. I should go and check those. I did notice quite a few kind of mining areas by some of the older districts that could do with clearing up, do with a bit of a clean up, like down by Beltway. Some of the iron miners have run out, so I'll head down there and clean up some of those. I'm going to go and check down in Megaton and see how the iron mining down there is getting on. That's probably emptied out a bit. Also be curious to see how the uranium's doing. Because, yep, we're fucking loaded up, mate. This is ridiculous. And, like, we're actually building up a supply in this chest from this process, which is just ridiculous. I gotta say, I'm not arguing. Jeez. That's a lot of uranium fuel cells. What's taking so long over here, then? What are we not getting? Oh, we're struggling on 238. Wow. Okay. Do these need upgrade, or do these need speed modules? Go for it. Have them. I'll just load them up. I think there was a machine over here that needed modules as well, wasn't there? Yeah. Off you go. So, I've basically spent... Holy shit! Okay. I might have made a bit of a mistake here. Wow. Okay. Have I got any... Fuck. There's literally thousands of 235 in these chests. I haven't got any green wire. I can make some. Oh man, I had not paid attention to that. Okay, yeah, let's connect you like that. Oh no, wait, I can't do it like that, can I? Okay, let's disconnect that. Oh man, I feel so dumb. Right. You can enable when uranium is greater than... Or you... When uranium is less than... 50, I guess. So, you should stop pulling out of this machine and it can just back up and do whatever. Oh, wow. Oh, God, that is just the most ridiculous thing ever. I had no idea. I had no idea. Never in my life did I think I would have this much 235. Well, I guess I can make loads of atom bombs now. I can definitely justify that. That's just fucking bonkers, mate. Absolutely fucking bonkers. Oh God, I don't even think I want to know how much uranium might be in here. Am I able to tell? Am I able to find out if I do this? No. Oh, I mean, I could wire them all the boxes together just to get a reading on them, but I don't know if I can be bothered to do that. Either way, just ridiculous. At least some of them have now stopped working. You're only able to empty when the box equals 1. There's a lot more than 1 in that fucking box. Right, that might have cocked up my entire system. Okay, so I need 40 in here, don't I? To be able to jumpstart the machine or something, so maybe make that 40 instead. I'll see if this works. If things wind down and stop being mental, you know, that'd be awesome. Oh, I feel so stupid. Why did I not think to put in, like, a redundant circuit for shutting the process down? I probably never thought it would get this mad. Oh, at least the 238 is getting through now. We're getting some more uranium fuel cells. Ugh. Okay. Right. Dumb mistake dealt with. Lovely. Let's go and check on things over here. Are things winding down? Are things as broken and stupid as they were over there? A few miners done, not much. So that's fine. And we're getting more 238 through as well now, so nuclear fuel shouldn't be a problem. Shouldn't have been a problem to begin with, to be honest. I mean, that stuff lasts forever. Yeah, things are winding down fairly well as far as the iron mines go over here at Beltway. And a coal miner has run out. Because we're still using steel furnaces. Oh man, that is old school stuff. But I think once the iron eventually runs out, I will go about clearing away those furnaces and probably just send the coal off to somewhere it can be made use of. Right, let's head up to Erlenmeyer, go and check the copper mining. I had a look at IO earlier and that one's fine. Yes, lots of dead miners up here. It might actually be worth tapping this copper down here as well. I've got plenty of belt and miners, so I'm going to find my mining blueprint. There we are. And just plonk this down. There we go. Get a little bit more production, or a little bit more mining. Get some more copper heading off to Malachite Junction. Alright, there we go. Another couple of red belts pumping in. Fill these ones out a bit more. So yeah, I could really do with it. Could probably even do with a blue belt upgrade. What's in you? Coal. Okay, that could be handy. And stone. I will take those to their respective places. I do have some blue belt, not much. But it might be enough to at least infuse a bit more into the station as far as loading speed goes. And you know what, let's just tidy these belts up a little bit, because they look a bit shoddy. We could certainly improve things a bit. Alright, there we go, I'm out of blue belt now. But that might improve things just a touch. Okay, is there any other districts that have got some serious mining going on? There's Uranium 1, which is just pootling along at its own leisurely pace. And stone 1, which is kind of coming along a bit. I do want this stuff out of the way so that I can plough my rail line through it. That'd be awesome. There's one miner out in the scrap heap as well, but I don't think it's worth going over there to sort that out. Oh, I completely forgot about District 14. There's loads of miners out down there. Wow. Let's clear away all this lot. Bloody hell. Yep. And there's a lot of new empty space. So I suppose we could set up a new row. There we go. Right. I think we can actually get this wall closed off now. It is still using an old blueprint around here. Okay, where am I going to place this? How am I going to place this? Like that? Kind of. Kind of does the trick. A lot of redundant power lines. But okay. District 14, or this section of wall around District 14, is pretty much finished. We do need to put a little bit more in just to kind of even things out up along this way, so either way I think that's a rather nice addition to things. I will tidy things up a little more proper eventually when we get round to it, but I also need to be able to get back out now. God damn it. Let's just run around on the tracks, because I forgot to put power in over here. Right, how is blue science going? Are we actually getting any? We are. Things are moving slowly. Oh yeah. For the most part, we only have a couple of labs running. What I could do... For this line, especially, I think, I might loop it. I might go and loop some of those belts. So that if it gets to a point where we've got just one machine running at the end and there's a few, like, science packs left on the belt, I mean, it will achieve the same effect, essentially. Like, it's not really going to be any kind of revolutionary thing. Is it going to be revolutionary at all? I don't know. Right, I'm going to do something like this, just for a moment as well. I'm going to loop as many of these belts as I can, actually. So if we go like that, then I'm going to bring this belt through. You can connect in there, and then all these machines will be well, the belt will break, like, forge a barrier, and then these ones will side load into whatever gaps are there. So that's the way I'm going to work it. I'm sure it's a fine idea. Because I'm full of those. I'm sure this is going to be fine. It's not going to break at all. I mean, as long as the science packs are going onto the right sides of the belt, it doesn't matter too much. But yeah, just a loop of these to keep them in circulation. I can add that back into the mix, and that. I actually think that's quite the improvement. It's not the prettiest thing in the world, but I think it's a fairly good system. It does keep, you know, it's the idea of keeping all of the, as many of the labs running as possible, because, you know, I mean, even if you've got, like, just a few machines that are going to be working at a slightly quicker rate, I guess, I think it's kind of better than nothing. Or kind of better than just having one machine going. Again, it achieves the same effect. It's really the throughput of blue science that's the main issue. But I mean, I could repeat the same thing with this belt, and then possibly with this one if I can find a way to loop them around. Right, that one could probably just loop round this side, and that one could underground belt and come back round. In fact, yeah, let's do that. There we go. And so it's kind of a town's play on how most people do, like, kind of megabus science setups. But hey, if it works, it works. I quite like the look of it now. It gives, even if it's just kind of like faking the idea of motion and things actually happening, you know, it does something. Until all the belts back up and it completely grinds to a halt. Which is inevitably going to do. But okay, this has been an episode full of faffing about and not really getting much done. I'd fully expected to actually get some wall progress done today, but no, it's just been dicking about and fiddling with mostly inconsequential stuff. But, you know, we're improving the state of things and how the place looks and how things operate. I'm slowly getting some sort of, modicum of efficiency, I think. Possibly. Not really, but I'm trying. It's a very forged and fake sign of, symbol of efficiency, I think. Pseudo-efficiency, I'd probably say. But, yeah, there we go. That's a lot of blue science. I like that. That's pretty damn good. Not bad at all. And yeah, it does mean that once, you know, the belt runs down, once the inserter stops feeding the belt, which is now, they're not all going to bunch up at the last machine, and then, you know, most of the machines will still have most of the labs will still have an opportunity to try and keep functioning. Which is good. It means we're going to be kind of edging our way through all this research slightly more consistently, I guess, as opposed to just having things slow down until there's just one machine working. But I've kind of reiterated that exact same point several times now, so I'm just going to wrap this episode up here and say thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, check out the playlist on the channel for more Let's Plays on metal covers, and give this video a like or a comment just to leave your thoughts. And if you wish to join the ever-growing ranks of the Order of the Shield, subscribe on YouTube, chuck me a follow over on Twitch, or maybe even consider checking out my Patreon and becoming an officer within the ranks. But thank you again for watching this video, and I will catch you all very, very soon. This is Captain Meatshield, signing off. See what we find down these hallways. Ah, God, fucking hell. I saw the blips on my radar, and I didn't think they'd come barreling through the doorway.